Greetings once again, my beloved students of chemistry. Welcome to the fourth video of the Alkanol series. In the last video, we talked about how to draw the structures of some examples of alkanols. Now, in this video, we are talking about IUPAC nomenclature for alkanols. Now, let me take you back a bit very quickly. IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So you can take it down. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Now, very quickly, before we go into the IUPAC nomenclature, nomenclature simply means a system of naming something. A system of naming something. Okay? So this is all about the system of naming alkanols. Before we go into the video, look at this thing called branches. Anywhere you see Cl in this naming, you call it chloro. If you see Br, you call it bromo. If you see I, you call it iodo. If you see CH3, you call it methyl. Are we together? Now, take note of these four branches. Very, very important. Now, look at, we have here the rule we follow in naming alkanols. The rule says, number the carbon atoms from the end closer to the OH group. I will give you an example to explain it now. Number the carbon atoms from the end closer to the OH group. Let's take an example so that I will illustrate this. Now, let us take, for example, example 1. We're going to name, let us name this compound CH. So there is 2 here, there is Cl here, there is 2 and there is 3. Let us name this compound. Before you do that, first of all, check for anything that goes up or down. Now, this Cl you are seeing here is one of those branches I gave you. It is chloro. The name is chloro. Okay, so take note of that. Now, when you want to name this thing now, the rule says number the carbon atoms from the end closer to the OH group. If you look at this thing now, you see that I have 4 carbon atoms. Let me show you. Carbon number 1. We have carbon. Look away from the hydrogen. Just concentrate on the carbon atoms. We have carbon. Now, before you name this compound, you number the carbon atoms from the end that is closer to the OH group. Now, what does that mean? Here, this carbon atom is very far from the OH group. While this carbon atom is very close to the OH group. Look away from this hydrogen. It doesn't contribute to this. So, this carbon is closer to this OH group. So, we start numbering it from this carbon atom because this end is closer to the OH group than this end. So, we are not going to say carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4. Rather, we say carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4. Are we together now? So that's how you number from the end closer to the OH group. Is it clear? Now, let us name the compound. The name will now be, if you look at it now, you see that this branch, anything that goes up is a branch or down. Anything that goes up or down is a branch. So this Cl is a branch and it belongs to carbon number what? Carbon number 2. So we call it 2-chloro. 2-chloro because it belongs to carbon number 2. Okay? Take note of that. Now, we look at the number of carbon atoms here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 carbon atoms here. And 4, according to what I taught you, is but. So we call it butan. Now, this OH now belongs to carbon number 1. So we call it butan 1. Oh, that's the name of the compound. So I take it again. The chloro belongs to carbon number 2. We call it 2-chloro. we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon atoms here. So that is butan. Then we have the ol, which belongs to the first carbon atom. So it's butan 1 ol. Take note of that. Okay, this is the first example. And let me give you another one so we can digest this information. So example, okay, let me do it this way. Example 2. Now we have CH. Now look at this structure here. Once you see an alkanol, your eye should go to where the OH is. Your eye should go to where the OH is. Okay? Now, if you look at our OH now, our OH is on this side. And the rule says number the carbon atoms from the end closer to the OH group. So are we numbering the carbon atoms from here or from here? Look away from the hydrogen. Let us check. So this carbon is closer to this OH than this carbon. Are you following? So we'll number it from this side now. So we have carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, and carbon number 5. So we have 5 carbon atoms here. Now, if you look, the first example I use Cl, which is chloro. Now I am using Br, which is bromo. Now, if I want to name it now, you start from that branch, bromo. So we have, it belongs to carbon number 3. It will now be 3 bromo. Okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means 5 carbon atoms, which is pentan. The OH, which is the ol, belongs to carbon number 3. Sorry, belongs to carbon number 2. If you check it, it's on carbon number 2, so it's pentan 2 ol. 2 ol. And that's the name of the compound. I hope we are following this. So please be careful with this. The branch first. 3 bromo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means pentan. Then the ol, which is OH, belongs to carbon number 2. So pentan 2 ol. Are we clear? Okay, let's try another one. So example 3. Now, let us look at this question. CH look at this example here. If you look at this example, you will notice something. That the OH is in the middle. Okay? The OH is in the middle. And if the OH is in the middle, what does that imply? It implies that, according to rule, we number from the end closer to the what? OH group. So we can number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that this guy here is methyl. Check the symbol you copy. This is methyl. I told you anything that goes up or down is a branch, apart from this OH. So there's a branch, then this O is not a branch, it is ol. So where do we number it from now? Because you can tell me that, I know you want to argue that if you number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is the same thing with numbering like 1, 2, 3, 5. 2 of them are close, are from the same distance from this OH group. So if you have a scenario like that where the OH group is at the center, then what you are going to do now is that you will consider this branch now. You will number it in 2 ways. Let's number it in 2 ways. So let me use this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Then I will number it also like this. Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay attention very well. Now, if I'm numbering it like this, this is methyl, you agree with me, this is methyl. This methyl now will belong to carbon number 4 if I'm numbering like this. So the name will now be 4-methyl. 4-methyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I told you what 5 means. 5 means pentan. So pentan. Then the all belong, the OH, which is the all, belongs to carbon number 3. So pentan 3 all. Are we together? But if you want to number it from this side, the CH3 will belong to carbon number 2. It will now be 2-methyl. Okay? Pentan. Of course, it is still 5. The all will also belong to carbon number 3. Now, very, very important, in organic chemistry, we don't use higher numbers, we use lower numbers. So, this 4-methyl and this 2-methyl, IUPAC says that if you have 2 numbers, take the lower number. So, lower number of the 2 is this one. So, this is the right name, this is the wrong name. The reason is that we don't take higher numbers in organic chemistry. We take lower numbers. Take note. So, the name is 2-methyl pentan 3 all. I hope we are following this. Very, very important. Okay, so when the OH is at the middle, then you have to look at the branch to know the one that the numbering that is the right one. Okay, now let's try and finish up this IUPAC. Then let's look at this structure again. Let's look at this structure. CH, 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 CH. Then I have OH here. I have OH here. Okay, let me put OH here. Then I have CH3. Then I have Br. So this is CH3. Let us name this compound. Then you can go to your textbooks and try to practice with the exercises you have there. Try to answer some questions. I have to draw some structures there. Okay. Now, if you look at this, I have double OH, and the 2 OH groups are on this side. So we number from the end closer to the OH group. So this carbon, I have 4 carbon atoms here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 branches, methyl and bromo. Remember, anything that goes up or down is a branch, apart from the OH group. Don't forget, anything that goes up or down is a branch, apart from the OH group. Okay, so now I have 2 branches. I have double OH. Are we together? Now, we will number the carbon atoms from here because this end is closer to the OH than this side. So I will do carbon number 1. Okay, let me bring it here. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4. Now let us name it. I have 2 branches, bromo and CH3. Okay? If you have 2 branches, you name them alphabetically. This is bromo, this is CH3. So Br comes before CH3. Bromo comes before methyl. This is methyl, this is bromo. So bromo comes before methyl. Are we together? So I will take bromo first. So 2 bromo. Are we together? 2 bromo because the bromo belongs to carbon number 2. Don't look at the hydrogen. Then I have 3 methyl. That this methyl belongs, this is methyl. It belongs to carbon number 3. So 3 methyl. Are we together? We now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I told you what the 4 means. 4 means butan. Now, if you look at well, I have double OH here. The first OH is on the first one is on the number 1 carbon atom. The second one is on number 2 carbon atom. So it will be 1, 2 diol. Let me rephrase it again. 2 bromo because bromo is on carbon number 2 and B comes before M. Then 3 methyl. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is butan. Butan 1, 2 diol. Diol because we have double O. That's the answer. Okay, so I want to believe that with what I've explained, you can try exercises in your some questions in your from your textbooks. Try naming some structures in your textbooks. But I want to give you one more example. Then this one we have done is I give you the structure, you name it. Now let me now give you a name so that we now draw the structure and we use it to draw this lesson, bring this session to a close. For as far as IU pack nomenclature is concerned. Now, finally, let us look at this question. Example 4. Draw the structure of 2-bromo, 3-chloro, 4-methyl, pentan, 1, 2, 3, tri-op. Let's quickly look at this structure. I know it's long a bit, but it's easy. So if you can understand this one, any other one you are giving, you can do that. Okay. Now let us draw it. In the first place, you look at, if you want to draw this, you look at the name. So the name is pentan. What is pentan? 5 carbon atoms. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fix the bonds like I taught you. You see that? Then for this one, choose any side you want to use for your numbering. You can number from here or from here. So let me just choose from here. So I have carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So choose any side you like. Then if you look at it, you see that I have 2 bromo. This 2 bromo means that there is bromo on carbon number 2. So if you go to carbon number 2, put bromo either up here or down here. That's carbon number 2. I hope you are following. Then I have 3 chloro. So you go to carbon number 3. Put chloro there, either up or down. Are we together? Then we now have 4-methyl. That means there is methyl on number 4. What is methyl? I told you it is CH3. So you put on carbon number 4. You see that? Then we now have 1, 2, 3 triol. That is 3 OH groups. 1 on number 1, 2 on number 2, 3 on number 3. So we have the first one, put it here. That's 1 ol. Second one, put it on carbon number 2, 2 ol. Third one, put on carbon number 3, 3 ol. Then these remaining bonds here now, you occupy them with hydrogen. And that's the structure. I hope you have an understanding. Just we can play the video gradually and then until you get the full understanding of it. So please be careful with this. Pentan is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You number from any side you like. Then 2 bromo, fix it on number 2. 3 chloro, fix chloro on number 3. 4 methyl, fix methyl on number 4. Then 1, 2, 3 triol. That means I have OH on number 1, OH on number 2, OH on number 3. Okay. Now we can summarize it like this. Bring down C. Then 1, 2, 3. I have it here. Bring down C. I have H. You now put this CH3 on top. You can also put it down if you like. I have this C. Then we have ClOH. Then I have this C, Br and OH. Then finally I have this C with 2 hydrogen atoms. Then I have OH. That's how you summarize it. So I believe this will help you to have an understanding about how to draw alkanols and how to name alkanols. Okay, so this is the fourth video. So please, if you're watching us from YouTube, please help us click on the subscribe button and then set notifications on, so that when we post next video, you'll be notified. Thank you very much for coming around. Check out for the next video for the continuation of this series. Thank you very much.